Kids are told early on that reading is important for their academic success. So where does that leave kids who don't have access to books? Well, they go to Auntie's Book Bank, of course. Natalie Zuniga, excuse me, is the founder and joins me to share so much more about how her organization is filling that gap. And she also is sharing her top kid reads for this fall. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me here.
So glad to have you. Okay, so such a cute name, Auntie's Book Bank. Where'd the name come from, and what exactly is it?
So I'll start with what it is. So we are a nonprofit focused on increasing book access across North Texas, focusing on schools with Title I status around the DFW. And then the name Auntie's Book Bank, basically this nonprofit in a way is a love letter to my nieces. I became an aunt when I was 17, and books have been part of our relationship from the beginning, taking them to shop for books or just asking about their latest reads. So it's just really me trying to share what I've shared with them with more kids.
Yes, indeed. Well, it sounds like reading is a big part of your life. So what was it about reading that made you want to donate to other children outside of your nieces?
Yeah, that's a great question. So there are a few reasons. The more practical one is that access to books, especially one that gets a kid excited about reading, can really make a difference in terms of their literacy. And secondly, I think that a good book can transport you to another place whenever life gets difficult. And I think everyone should have access to that. That's kind of what it was for me growing up. So it's just, there are a lot of benefits to having some good books available.
Yes, indeed. But you're so right in the fact that it builds on imagination, escapism, like you said. I mean, for me, when I was a kid, it was the Magic Treehouse books. Have you ever heard of those? Okay, so they're still around. They're still good. Now, you primarily donate books to students in lower resource communities. And so how do you go about choosing which schools, which neighborhoods to serve, and how do you know your impact so far?
Yeah, so we got started with donations in January this year. We just turned 1, so haven't been around that long. In the beginning, I basically would just write emails to schools with Title I status, just looked it up online. And the first school where I donated was my old elementary school.
Oh, wow.
And then since then, the word has gotten out, thankfully, and we have a nomination form online where people can nominate their own classroom or a friend's classroom. So that's how we get a lot of the requests now.
What a full circle moment, though, for you to be able to give back to your own school where your reading journey started.
Surreal.
Oh, my goodness. I love that. Okay, now, you brought some books for us today that you think kids would really enjoy. So let's start down here with your first book. Tell me a little bit about it and what age level it would be appropriate for.
Yeah, this is a great one. It's Marisol McDonald Doesn't Match. And it is probably perfect for kindergarten through maybe 2nd grade. The really cool thing about this book is that it's dual language, so it has each page has English and Spanish, so you can read it in one or the other. I actually got to read it to a bilingual first grade class at my old elementary school during that first donation. So that was really special, getting to switch between Spanish and English.
Yes.
And their faces light up. They felt like that experience was specifically for them. So that was really nice.
Representation matters.
Yes.
It matters. Okay, let's talk about it. The second book right here. I think everybody's pretty familiar with Dogman.
Dogman is so popular, and honestly, I can't say I've read it, but that's the exact reason why I brought it.
You chose
it's popular.
It's so popular.
Yes, kids go wild when they see this on the tables. They're picking out their books.
It's like Captain Underpants. I feel like those are like in the same realm of each other.
Yeah, and it has a lot of pictures, so it's perfect for kids who maybe aren't as interested in reading.
Right.
Everyone's a little bit different.
Baby steps.
Yeah, and I think whatever catches your attention, is the right book for you.
There you go. There you go. Okay, let's come down here to our third book. This one is The Things I Love.
Yes, this is The Things I Love by Christina Carroll. This is actually by a local author, and the illustrations are absolutely gorgeous. This one's good for small kids. I know it's paper, but it could be read at bedtime. So it starts off with saying what the boy liked when he was 10.
Oh,
and there are all
I
these
see.
illustrations, right? So he was a happy camper, and then it just keeps counting down all the way to 1. It's a really sweet story. It's kind of a scrapbook in a way.
I love this.
It's
Okay,
lovely.
so The Wild Robot, I feel like everybody knows The Wild Robot. It just was made
Yes.
into a movie, all the things, but this is the picture book version. We also have the chapter book version. I'm skipping over this book because I want to make sure that we get in there where people
Yeah.
can find you, how we can get to the book bank. If people are listening to this and thinking, okay, I'm under-resourced and I would love a book for my child.
Yeah, so the easiest way is to go to our website, auntiesbookbank.org, or if you find the Instagram online, then you can just link from there. So we have the nomination form, you can sign up for a volunteer list, and so on.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning and the impact that you're having on our community, especially when it comes to the academics. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.